In the valley of Elah, two armies stand poised on opposing hills, a silent storm brewing between them. From the Philistine ranks, a titan emerges. Goliath, his armor ablaze in the sun, a symbol of invincibility. With a voice that shatters the valley's silence, Goliath roars, "I challenge you, Israelites. Send out your warrior to face me in single combat." His challenge echoes across the battlefield, demanding a champion to defy his might. In the Israelite camp, King Saul and his army are paralyzed by dread, as Goliath's taunts echo through the air. The air is thick with despair as no one dares to confront the looming threat, their courage replaced by paralyzing fear. Under the shadow of the giant, the once mighty army crumbles, their spirit broken by the sheer force of Goliath's challenge. In the sun-drenched valley of Elah, dust motes dance, as young David arrives at the Israelite camp, bearing the humble weight of bread and cheese. The cacophony of nervous chatter and clattering armor fills the air, a stark prelude to the thunderous voice that shatters the uneasy calm. David's brow furrows as Goliath's booming voice echoes across the valley, his eyes widening first in disbelief, then burning with outrage. Goliath's defiance of God is more than David can bear. In the heart of the Israelite camp, David arrives, his youthful face ablaze with unwavering resolve. David confronts the Israelite soldiers, his voice echoing with righteous indignation against Goliath's blasphemous defiance. A wave of murmurs sweeps through the ranks as skepticism wrestles with a fragile ember of hope. Unyielding in faith, David proclaims, "I will fight Goliath. He has defied the armies of the living God." David's small stature belies the immensity of his faith, his gaze burning with unshakable conviction. Inside King Saul's tent, David stands firm before the throne, as the king surveys him with doubt. King Saul's dismissive gesture echoes his doubt, as he voices his skepticism about David's youth and inexperience. With unwavering conviction, David recounts his past triumphs over beasts, invoking divine protection. King Saul, moved by David's courage, offers a blessing, a flicker of hope in his weary eyes. With a mixture of resignation and hope, King Saul utters, "Go, and the Lord be with thee." In King Saul's tent, a symbolic offering unfolds, as Saul presents his polished armor and sword to the youthful David. David, dwarfed by the king's battle gear, struggles with the weight of expectation, realizing that true strength lies not in armor, but in faith. Casting aside the trappings of war, David embraces his humble destiny, choosing the familiar comfort of his shepherd's staff and the silent power of carefully chosen stones. Rejecting the armor, David proclaims, "Thank you, Your Majesty, but I am not used to these. I would rather face him in my own way." In the sun-drenched valley of Elah, the fateful encounter begins, as David approaches the giant Goliath. Goliath's amusement turns to mockery as he surveys the youthful David, a cruel smirk twisting his features. With a dismissive gesture, Goliath's booming voice shatters the valley's silence. "You come at me with sticks? I'll give your flesh to the birds and the beasts." The valley holds its breath, bracing for the clash between youth and experience, courage and might. In the valley of Elah, David stands resolute, his gaze unwavering upon the towering figure of Goliath. The wind carries his defiant response across the valley, echoing with unwavering faith. With unwavering conviction, David proclaims, "I come to you in the name of the Lord, and God will deliver you into my hands." He asserts, "The whole world will know that there is a God in Israel." In the valley of Elah, Goliath's earth-shaking charge becomes a terrifying spectacle of brute force against youthful courage. Against all odds, David, nimble and unafraid, answers the giant's challenge by running directly towards him. In a moment of focused intensity, David retrieves a smooth stone from his simple bag, preparing to unleash its devastating potential. With unwavering resolve, David positions the stone in his sling, ready to defy destiny with a single, decisive act. A stone, propelled with divine force, streaks across the valley of Elah, an act of destiny. Goliath's hubris shatters as the stone finds its mark, his colossal form now a monument to defeat. The giant's fall echoes through the valley, a symbol of the impossible becoming reality. Goliath crashes to the earth, his reign of terror ended by an unexpected champion. With unwavering resolve, David sprints towards the colossal Goliath, a whirlwind of courage against insurmountable odds. In a moment of breathtaking audacity, David seizes Goliath's enormous sword, a symbol of the giant's power now turned against him. A swift, decisive motion silences the giant forever as David, with the strength of conviction, severs Goliath's head. The gruesome trophy of victory, Goliath's head rolls across the earth, a chilling testament to the impossible triumph. Witnessing the unthinkable, the Philistine army crumbles, their faces contorted by fear as they scatter in chaotic retreat across the valley. Under the scorching sun, the valley of Elah witnesses the triumphant surge of Israelites, fueled by David's victory. A wave of righteous fury sweeps across the battlefield as the Israelites chase the routed Philistines. The air vibrates with the clang of steel and triumphant cries as the Israelites reclaim their land. In the aftermath of the battle, the Israelites stand victorious, their land reclaimed under the watchful gaze of the sun. David, the shepherd-turned-warrior, emerges into the Israelite camp, bearing the grisly trophy of Goliath's severed head, a symbol of impossible victory. A thunderous wave of cheers erupts, washing over the camp as the Israelites celebrate their unlikely champion, their faces radiant with newfound hope. Amidst the jubilation, King Saul watches from his tent, his expression a complex blend of awe and a subtle undercurrent of envy. The camp, once paralyzed by fear, now pulsates with renewed hope and fervent celebration as David is hailed as a hero. In the valley of Elah, jubilant Israelites celebrate a hard-won victory, their voices raised in praise to God. Amid the triumphant cries, David humbly attributes their deliverance to God. With resounding fervor, the Israelite soldiers chant, "God is great, God is mighty." David proclaims, "This victory is not mine, but God's." On the desolate mountaintop, David stands solitary against the moonlit sky, the battlefield below a somber testament to the day's carnage. As a gentle breeze whispers through his hair, David proclaims, "God, your power is unmatched," his voice echoing in the tranquil night. With unwavering conviction, David affirms, "My faith in you is unwavering," his words resonating with profound belief. The Israelite camp erupts in a frenzy of celebration, a wave of jubilation washing over the triumphant soldiers. David, weary yet radiant with victory, becomes the focal point of adoration as he is lifted onto the shoulders of the ecstatic crowd. The polished metal of their armor glimmers, mirroring the bright hope and fierce loyalty that binds these warriors together. Inside King Saul's war tent, weak sunlight illuminates the scene as he grapples with the implications of David's bravery. Saul acknowledges, David's courage is undeniable. He faced Goliath without fear. An advisor questions the wisdom of elevating a shepherd boy too rapidly. Another advisor notes the people's admiration for David, seeing his victory as a beacon of hope. Saul cautions that hope can be a dangerous, misdirected force, demanding caution. Under the sun's radiant embrace, David stands tall in the town square, a beacon of hope among the jubilant townspeople. Faces glow with heartfelt admiration and gratitude, each expression a testament to David's unwavering resolve. In the serene solitude of his room, David kneels by his bedside, a beacon of gratitude illuminating his face. His voice, a tender whisper of thankfulness, ascends into the quiet night. "Thank you, God, for this victory." He finishes his prayer. "I am eternally grateful." David returns to the vast fields, resuming his role as a shepherd, a familiar tranquility enveloping him as he inhales the crisp, open air. With a sweeping gaze, David examines his flock, his countenance reflecting a serene contentment amid the boundless expanse of nature. The fresh air fills David's lungs, completing his sense of belonging and harmony with the serene, pastoral world around him. In King Saul's tent, sunlight paints the scene as the imposing king observes young David, a flicker of admiration in his eyes. King Saul eyes David with a mixture of respect and calculation. With a gesture, King Saul extends an invitation. "David, your skill and courage are evident. I invite you to join my court. Serve me, and you shall be rewarded." David stands tall and unwavering before King Saul. Within King Saul's resplendent court, David's every gesture embodies unwavering loyalty and precision. Bathed in celestial rays, the court whispers with unspoken tensions and hidden agendas. Amidst the opulence, David's humble servitude hints at a destiny yet to unfold. On the battlefield, the Israelites stand ready, their armor reflecting the sun's harsh glare as tension fills the air. David, the young shepherd turned warrior, stands firm amidst the ranks, his expression unwavering. In the dimly lit tent of King Saul, shadows dance ominously, reflecting the king's heavy burden. Saul's face, a canvas of etched lines and furrows, tells a story of sleepless nights and battles fought, with each shadow hinting at the turmoil within. David stands, a beacon of attentive respect, his presence a stark contrast to the king's brooding despair. Under the scorching sun, long shadows stretch across the valley of Elah, mirroring the growing unease among the Israelite soldiers. Fear etches deep lines upon the faces of the Israelite soldiers, their anxiety palpable under the relentless sun. Amidst the sea of doubt, a small figure emerges. David, his resolute presence igniting a spark of courage in the hearts of his brethren. Faith, a beacon of hope, kindles courage within the ranks, promising to defy the odds.